Thank you, Raid Shadow Legends, for sponsoring this video.
Is there anybody in the world that doesn't like Oreos? Come on.
You like Oreos, you like meat, like steak, and you like pork.
Yeah, of course.
So let's put it together.
Angel, some things should not be tried. Crusted meat with Oreo? That has to be horrible.
And you can make a sauce too with the inside.
Not my idea.
How do you say it?
I'll knock it until you try it.
And the other one?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
In order to make this work in some wonderful meats, I have to make some extensive research. So I went ahead and bought every single Oreo I could find. This one is the thin version, and the name says it all, super thin. Like, I guess it will satisfy you if you're in a big diet. As I crack it open, look how thin it is. When you go in for a bite, it's just like a regular Oreo, but it's very thin. I could probably eat the whole box in just one sitting. But let's talk about the original. Oh yeah, opening a box of Oreo is extremely satisfying. This is the real deal, none of that thin stuff. Honestly, extensive research is necessary, so don't mind me eating almost every single one of them. Because if there's one thing we all know is that no one can only eat one Oreo. But a lot of people like more the filling than the actual cookies. So that's why they invented the double stuffed. And I'll tell you one thing, if you like sweet, this one will definitely satisfy you. But of course, we cannot forget about the golden Oreo. Honestly, this one is not my favorite. It seems just a little bit extra sweet. There's nothing like the original. Regardless if you like the idea of mixing meats together with Oreos, one thing we gotta all agree on. Eating Oreos will always bring you to a happy place. But now that I've done my extensive research on Oreos, it's time to get cooking. And the first thing I decided to do is separate the filling from the cookies. This is 100% experimental. I have no idea if it's gonna work, but 99% tells me it's not. So once the separation was done, this is what I got. I'm thinking about using the dark cookies for light meat. The fillings, as Angel mentioned, we're gonna make a sauce out of it. And these lighter ones I'm gonna be using for the steak. So the first thing I did was throw them into a bag. Crush them until they became a consistency of breadcrumbs. I did the same to both of them and they look exactly like breadcrumbs. But we all know there's 100 pounds of sugar in there. And man, by the end of this video, I might just have a sugar overload. But we're gonna be moving forward anyway, and the first meat we're gonna try is this beautiful pork tomahawk. It is 2 inches thick and it's one of the best pork chops I ever had. Now it might sound weird putting an Oreo cookie crust on this, but if there's one thing that I know is that sweetness and pork definitely goes together. Even though I'm going to be making a marinade for it, the best thing to always do is to add your salt separately. This always ensures that the meat is seasoned perfectly. So after seasoning both sides, I went ahead and threw in my marinade. Talking about that, let me show you how easy it is to make it. Remember, exact amount and ingredients always on the description down below for you. I started with coriander, followed by cayenne, turmeric, smoked paprika, celery salt, Korean chili flakes, granulated garlic, a tiny bit of olive oil, and finished it off with cherry vinegar. Now you want to mix it well and combine all of those ingredients and your marinade is done. After applying through the whole pork tomahawk, all there's left to do is to bag it up and get it ready for the water bath. Since this is a big chunk of meat, I'm going to be cooking at 149 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. That will give me the perfect doneness for my pork tomahawk, which also allowed me to jump into the next protein. And of course, we're talking about chicken breast. And let me tell you something, these are some thick boys. I mean, I got some thick chicken breasts before, but nothing like this. But hey, enough talking about these chicken breasts and let's get them seasoned. So I started with a little bit of salt, followed by freshly ground black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and finished it off with Korean chili flakes. And as we all know, it is important to season both sides, because if there's one thing chicken breast lacks, it's flavor. So it needs a little bit of extra help with the seasoning. But now that we got it fully seasoned, all there's left to do is to add it to the vacuum bag, vacuum seal it, and get it ready for the water bath. Talking about that, the great thing is that I'll be able to cook these chicken breasts at 149 degrees together with the pork tomahawk, but these are only going to be cooked for 1 hour. But of course, to be a real test, there's no way that we cannot try a steak. And for this insane experiment, I'm going to be using this beautiful ribeye. And when I get marbling like this, you know I'm happy. For the seasoning, I kept it as simple as possible with salt, freshly ground black pepper, and garlic powder, nothing else. Made sure to season both sides, add it to the bag, vacuum seal it, and it was ready for the water water bath. The last thing I needed to do to get everything ready was a sauce. And hey, this one is gonna be kinda different. Into a saucepan I threw in some butter. Let it fully melt and I threw in the Oreo fillings followed by brown sugar, balsamic vinegar, Dijon mustard, sriracha, maple syrup, and water. Mix everything well to make sure everything combined together. Keep it under medium heat so that you don't burn none of the sugars. Once it has reduced to half, your sauce is done. I'll tell you one thing, if the meat is as good as this sauce, we are in for a treat. But now going back to our steak, I'm cooking it at 135 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours. And even though this is a crazy experiment, I'm actually looking forward to it.
I got all of the meats cooking, which is perfect because it allows me to thank today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends. Use my links below, download Raid yourself to your mobile phone or your PC. There's a bunch of different game modes. In the campaign mode, you can increase the X speed of your new champions, make them stronger and win artifacts and lots of silver. And the newest one is the Tag Team Arena. Instead of just one 4 vs 4 fight, you can now set up 3 teams of 4 vs 4 in a best of 3 match. And since it's brand new, the developers will be giving out some special rewards soon to whomever manages to finish high up in the rankings. So go to the description, click on the special links, and if you are a new player, you will get 100,000 silvers plus 1 free champion, Hex Weaver. All this treasure will be waiting for you here. Be quick because the rewards will only be available for the next 30 days. Good luck and I'll see you there. Thanks again Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video, but now our meats are fully cooked and it's time to take them out. There we have it, everybody. We got the juices from the bag right now. And I'll tell you one thing, as soon as I open up the bag, put the juices in here, it smells fantastic. It smells wonderful. But what we are about to do with it, I don't know if that's gonna be a good thing. But so far, is as good as it gets. Now, here's the thing. I'm gonna be pan-searing the chicken and also the pork. But of course, for the steak, I'm gonna be using the flamethrower. And I know my meats don't look that good right now, but I'm not quite sure if they're gonna look better, but watch this. All right, everybody, here we have our beautiful meats. What do you think about that, Angel?
They're so pretty.
I have to be honest, it looks absolutely horrendous, everybody.
Hey.
There's nothing beautiful about this. It looks like a terrible mad science idea. I'm not looking forward to this.
Listen. What is your thing that you always say?
Don't knock it until you try
That's
it.
right, so don't knock it until you try it.
But some things you should just not try, everybody.
But you tried cereal on chicken wings and you thought it was good.
I did. I peanut butter. We tried peanut butter on the steak, and that was actually
you
good.
Thought it was good. So hey,
fair enough.
Don't knock it.
Don't knock it until you try it.
Let's try it.
All right. So we have steak, we have pork, and we also have chicken. Which one you want to try first?
Let's start with the steak since it's got the gold crust.
Steak. Okay. How about the chicken first?
Let's start with the steak because it's got the gold crust.
All right. Let's try with the steak first. Here, I'll give you the cap, my friend. Here, enjoy the cap. Yeah. Let's see how that tastes. Yeah. You got the best part of the steak, huh? See, I'm a good uncle, bro. Huh?
You're a good ankle?
Uncle, come on, now you're roasting me on
Sometimes I twist my ankle.
Steak crusted Oreo, everybody. Cheers.
It's not that bad.
I mean, it's not bad. It's just weird. It's like the weirdest thing I've ever eaten in my life.
You want to know something?
You know what it tastes like?
You want to know something?
What?
I kind of like it. I would say this is actually a success.
Really?
Because you know what? When you get ideas from something and you think you can make it even better, I think it's a success.
All right, let's try the. You say you want to try the pork or you want to try the chicken?
Yeah, let's go with pork.
You don't want chicken?
The chicken's gonna be bad no matter what. Let's go for the pork.
Chicken is bad no matter what. Listen to this kid, huh? This is like you're having dessert and your main course together, everybody. Cheers,
Cheers.
everybody. Pork and Oreo. That's good. Good. That was a fake one. That was good, everybody. I like the pork 10 times more than I like the steak. How would you rate the pork?
The pork is a 10.
The pork is a 10. The pork is a 10 for me as well, everybody. All right, let's go for the chicken, Angel. Dunk it in the sauce because we all know chicken needs some extra flavor, yeah? Oreo's crusted chicken. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers. Oh, yeah.
That is a 0. Oh my God, that's the worst. That is terrible. Oh, I don't think I can swallow it. Oh. Excuse me, everybody. Let us know in the comments down below what you guys think about this madness idea of Angel. If you do enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. If you're not a subscriber, be sure to subscribe for future videos. Remember, if you are interested in any of the equipment I use, everything is always in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next one. And like you said, don't knock it until you try it. Huh?
Those are your words.
See you guys on the next one. Maybe some things should just not be tried. Let me know if you guys agree with me or not.